Hello, I'm Shigeru Narita from Shingijutsu Global Consulting. This time, I will talk about two themes, standardization and standard work. Where there is no standard, there can be no Kaizen. These are the words of Taiichi Ono, who established the Toyota production system. Standardization and standard work are the starting points and foundations of Kaizen. Let's talk about the first theme, standardization. Standardization is widely used in electrical appliances used in daily and social life. But this time, we will talk about standardization from the perspective of Kaizen, improvement. If the workers in the factory do their own work in their own way, the risk of making mistakes and defective products will increase, and efficiency will also deteriorate. Therefore, standardization means organizing the work methods, deciding the procedure so that safe, high-quality products can be efficiently manufactured and efficiently performed as decided. As for standardization, it is necessary to clarify 5W, 1H, that is, who, when, where, what, why, and how. For example, when doing 5S in the workplace, the supervisor does not clarify the 5W, 1H to the staff, but simply instructs 5S activity. The staff will do it in their own way. You can't do good 5S with this. In order to carry out good 5S activities, it is important for the supervisor to standardize the 5S method that defines 5W, 1H, and instruct the staff. Next, there are three important things for maintaining and managing standardization. First, the standardization should be held to a minimum. Since standardizing all jobs require a lot of effort to maintain and manage, it is important to standardize only the necessary jobs in terms of safety, quality, and efficiency. The second is the establishment and fixation of standardization. This is one of the important jobs of a supervisor. The management supervisor looks closely at the work situation, and if the standard is not adhered to, it is necessary to improve the problem and make it a standard work document that can be adhered to and established. Third, the standard work document needs to be constantly reviewed. For example, if the standard work document created a year ago was used as is, it means there was no improvement for a year. Whether the review of the standard document is completed is a barometer showing the level of improvement being done. Now, let's talk about the standardization types and 5W1H. When categorizing standardization, there are various items from rules that require a lot of man-hours to samples that can be easily done, and the required 5W1H is indicated by a circle. Next, I will introduce an example of standardization in this table. This is a sample example that is relatively easy. By displaying the actual parts in this way, you can use them as teaching materials for in-house education. There are various forms such as time study sheet and standard work combination sheet as examples of forms, and standardizing the forms enables efficient Kaizen activities. Checklist is explained in 5S checklist. In this table, there are required items and evaluation columns for 5S activities, and you can check the activity status without omission. This is a flowchart. Write the department in charge on the vertical axis and the order of the business on the horizontal axis, and indicate each step of the business process with a figure such as a square and flow with arrows. By visualizing such complicated tasks, it becomes easier to find problems and becomes a useful Kaizen tool. There is a work guide as a procedure manual. It describes the work method, work points, and work time, which enables safe, quality, and efficient work. The important thing is to show important points such as safety and quality with photographs and diagrams so that the operator can easily understand. Rules are documentation of standardized work methods and are necessary to maintain and manage standardization. Now, let's talk about the second theme, Kaizen of standard work. As I said earlier, where there is no standard, there can be no Kaizen. Deciding the standard is the start of Kaizen. At the site, we will organize the work we are currently doing, determine good procedures from the viewpoint of safety, quality, and efficiency, and create standard work. Next, repeat the work training to establish the standard work so that you can perform the work as the standard work. And next, carefully observe the work to find muda, waste. The point is to carefully watch for variations in work, right and left hand movements, size of movements, eye movements, and foot movements. Next, improve the waste you find. The basic Kaizen is to give wisdom and prioritize thorough Kaizen without money. Then, after Kaizen, check if the new work is successful, and if it is good, revise a standard work. This, standardization of work, establishment of standard work, discovery of muda, waste, Kaizen. Rotating the cycle is Kaizen of standard work. This time, I talked about standardization and Kaizen of standard work, which are the foundations for promoting Kaizen activities. By all means, let's make a great use of standardization and standard work, and work together on Kaizen.